everyone, welcome to today's session. In this video we are going to learn about the tenses. First of all, let's define what is a tense. Any form of the verb that is used to indicate the status of an action or occurrence of an action is said to be tense. Suppose if I say he ate a mango, by using that verb form ate, it is conveyed that he has already eaten that. That means the occurrence of action is already over in the past itself. So this is what is a tense. Any form of the verb that is used to indicate the status of an action is called tense. So we have three tenses: past tense, present tense and future tense. So what is past tense? The actions that took place in the past are said to be in past tense. The actions which take place at present are said to be in present tense, and the actions which will take place in the future are categorized as future tense. In this video we are going to discuss only about present tense. Present tense is again divided into four types: simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. Even after dividing the tenses into three types, what's the need of four subtypes again? It is required because the status of the action is different from one to other. For example, at the time of speaking, if the action is ongoing, we will have to use present continuous tense. If the action has already started in the past and has just finished, we use present perfect. If the action has started in the past and is still in continuation, then we call it as the present perfect continuous tense. If an action takes place repeatedly, then we take it as a simple present tense. So I hope I am clear what are four different subtypes of present tense. Let us discuss one by one now in detail. What is simple present tense? Simple present tense is used to convey our thoughts and feelings. Thoughts and feelings. My mother looks beautiful in this saree. So that is my opinion there. She may not look beautiful for others in that saree. So that is purely my opinion. So here to express our opinions, we use simple present tense. Then what is repeated are habitual actions. He goes for a walk every day in the evening. So here he goes for a walk. He must have gone for a walk yesterday in the evening. He will go for a walk today in the evening, and he will go for a walk tomorrow in the evening, and even after, maybe after 10 years. So it's a repeated action and it's a habitual action. So in that case we use simple present tense. Events in future. For example, exhibition starts on Monday. So I'm talking of an upcoming event. Even then I'm free to use this simple present tense. So for events in future we can use sometimes simple present tense. Then quotations. Famous personalities like Shakespeare, Mahatma Gandhi and all must have given some quotations. So whenever we state such quotations, famous quotations of famous people, we use simple present tense. And then in newspaper headlines also. Daily we read newspapers. We daily read newspapers and we read them something different. We sense them something different because newspaper headlines are always written in simple present tense. Though they are reporting of the event that occurred in the past, they still use simple present. For example, police arrest 5 robbers. So they already have arrested, but still they don't use that or the remaining tenses. They use it here, the simple present tense. Then present continuous tense. Present continuous tense in the sense, suppose when I am speaking At that time, if the action is ongoing, then I have to use present continuous tense. And sometimes we use it for the events in the future also. How? Coming to present perfect. What is present perfect tense? The action that has started in the past and has finished just before. I mean very recently. For such actions we use present perfect tense. Actions completed recently. And also to ask or give information. To ask for, have you had your dinner? So we don't know when did he have his dinner, but still we use because we are asking for some information. So we use present perfect tense in this case. Next, coming to present perfect continuous tense. What is present perfect continuous tense? Suppose if an action has already started in the past and still is in continuation, in such case we use this present perfect continuous tense. So what's the difference between present perfect and present perfect continuous? In the present perfect, the action will, in both the cases, present perfect and present perfect continuous, action has started in the past. But in present perfect, it is completed very recently. In present perfect continuous, it's not yet finished, it's going on. So that's the difference between these two cases. Then present perfect continuous tense, one more example I will give you. I have been teaching you English for the past 10 years. So I started teaching English 10 years ago and I didn't finish this process of teaching. I'm still teaching. So it belongs to present perfect continuous tense. So I hope I'm clear with all this. Quick recap. So tenses divided into three types: past tense, present tense and future tense. As I told you, I will make another video for past tense as well as for future tense. Today we have discussed only about present tense. Present tense is categorized into four types again, namely simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. Simple present is used to express our thoughts and feelings, and the actions which take place repeatedly are habitually, and events in future sometimes, as I have taken one example also. And then to express quotations of famous personalities and also for newspaper headlines we use simple present tense, and also for universal truths it is used. What do you mean by universal truth? Suppose honey is sweet. If you taste honey in India, it tastes sweet. If you taste it in Germany, it tastes sweet. If you go to France, it tastes sweet there also. Such things are called universal truths. So universal truths also, to express them also we use simple present tense. Then present continuous tense. When do we use this present continuous tense? Something happening at the time of speaking. And then in rare cases, to express about the events that will take place in the near future, for such things also we use this present continuous tense. And then present perfect tense, the actions completed very recently, and to ask for or give information we use this present perfect tense. Then present perfect continuous tense, an action which takes place over a period of time and lasts till present is said to be in present perfect continuous tense. So now we will discuss of the structure. So to use this simple present tense, you will have to start with the subject first, then V1. Since it is present tense, we go with V1. And yes or yes may not take its form in every verb, in every sentence. Reason is, we already have discussed in our previous videos about the first person, second person and third person. So if the sentence or if the verb is in simple present and if it is a third person, then only we add s or es along with the verb. If it is the first or second person, we don't add s or es. What are third persons? He, she, it. So only with the third person singular, that too. Third person singular. Only with the third person singular we use this s or es in the simple present tense. If not, if at all it is the first person or second person or third person plural, we don't add s or es along with the verb. Then coming to present continuous tense, here subject is a common for all these sentences, so I didn't write. Is or am or are plus V1 plus inform. What is this is or am or are? Why did I keep these slashes? Because it depends on the subject again. If it is I mean to say first person, then we take am as the helping verb. If it is singular subject, we choose is. If it is plural subject like we, you, they, then we prefer are. Then V1 plus inform. Coming to present perfect tense, we use the subject plus has or have plus V3. In perfect tense, we use V3 here. Then has or have. What is this choice again? When to use has or when to use have? It depends on the subject again. If the subject is singular, we choose has. If it is plural, then we prefer have. Coming to present perfect continuous tense, as the place didn't allow me, I wrote it here. Please have a look. Has or have. Again, as I told you in the case of present perfect, it's a choice based on the subject. If it is singular, has. If it is plural, have. Though I is a singular, it always takes a plural form only. You need to treat it as a plural. That means if the subject is plural or I, then you will go with have plus been. Been indicates the continuous tense here. Here also it is common if you check has or have plus been plus present participle of verb. What is present participle? V1 plus inform is nothing but present participle. So likewise we can, this is the structure of the sentences. Likewise we can frame the sentences and use in our day-to-day routine. Thank you. I hope I am clear. With the past tense I will meet you in another video. Till then, bye.